Namaste my friends, this is Gilles Chambray and today I would like to speak about 5 spiritual practices that you can do when you ordinate as a monk in the Theravada tradition in Thailand. And the first one is the Bindabat or Alms round. Every morning monks have to receive their food in the bowl. So when the sun is rising, monks have to go out of the temple with the robes around their body and they come to work without shoes in the streets or in the village or in the city in order to receive their food. Every day monks don't know what will happen during this walk. So the alms round is a very good opportunity to learn to walk without fear, to learn to work peacefully. And when you come to develop a walk with peace, with calm within you, then the people who come to see you and would be ready to generously give food to the monk, those people come to feel it. So for a monk, it is really important to develop the walking meditation and also to wake up every morning, to have the habit to wake up every morning in order to receive the food. And you will see that on one aspect, this is just begging for food every morning. But as a practice, it is very beautiful. It is maybe one of the most important moments of the day. And this practice for me was really important and I learned a lot about myself through this practice. The second practice that I will talk about is the blessing. So we give a blessing to people in order to be thankful, to say thank you for the people, to support us or to give us food, medicine, and whatever it could be. And so, especially when you go on alms round, when people come to give food into your bowl, you come to be very happy and very thankful about it. And the best way for you to tell them thank you is to be able to give them a blessing, which is normally in Thai or in Pali language. So at the beginning it's not easy, but when you come to learn it, you will discover that there is a lot of power into it. And in fact, the more you come to practice meditation, the more you will be able to give power to the blessing. And when people come to give something to you on Bindabat, it will be a connection between those people and you from heart to heart. So those people do a good karma by giving, and you do a good karma by giving them a blessing. And when you come to just give a blessing and be into it, you see you feel the energy going on, and giving the blessing can even change the life of people. Quite often it did happen to see tourists coming to the temple and they were giving medicine to the monks, and as monk we give them a blessing and you could see tears coming out of the tears of people, so much they were touched, and then the feeling that they had make them decide to come every year on vacation in Thailand and come to visit the monks at the temple. So giving a blessing, it's also a spiritual practice that will help you to develop the heart and to discover how much the heart can be powerful. Is the fasting. What I called as fasting is not to eat solid food for a few days. And so when you come to be a monk, you will have the opportunity to do some fasting for some long time. Normally, monks could stay in the forest, in the jungle, in the mountain, in a bungalow, which can be very much isolated, when nobody will come to disturb him. So the condition of a fasting is made that you can fast, be alone, and practice meditation. And when you come to practice meditation for some certain days and fast it could be very powerful because the meditation and the isolation, the conditioning, the fact that also you don't speak too much time with speaking allows you to have a better body awareness, and then you come to realize how much the mind and body come to be polluted from all those traditions of what you must eat, how many times you must eat per day. And when you come to realize all the culture, all the education that you did receive concerning food, then you come slowly to realize by yourself, by just being aware of the body, to feel and to see what does this body really need in order to function well. And so fasting can lead you to some very beautiful moments, to very deep insight. And for me, I did a fasting for 18 days, and during those 18 days it was very blissful, beautiful. It was heaven on earth. It was probably one of my best period of meditation that I had in my whole life, and I came to discover a lot of things about the body and the mind. So the fourth spiritual practice would be the full night meditation. It was only as a monk that I come to discover what is a full night meditation. And normally, mostly at the full moon, but also at the monk day, like once a week, people come to the temple and give support and spend time to the temple to meditate. And in few temples we have the tradition that the monks stay all night and practice meditation. And quite often you may have lay people who may stay also at the temple and do this practice. So this practice is very specific, is very special, because it is very effective. Sadly, you have very few temples and places and monks who do this practice, because it is also very demanding. You need to have some years of practice, but it is very powerful. And also it is a practice that you may find with the yogi, the sadhu in India, and in some other countries like Asia, Japan, where they also have this practice. And I would advise you to have a look at it because it is very powerful. And then the fifth and last practice that I would like to speak with you is called the noble silence. Especially in the raining season, it may happen that monks make the vow to hold noble silence for 1 week, 2 weeks, a month, sometimes 3 months. And the noble silence is the vow not to speak to anybody for some days. And this will help you to have a better control of the mind, have a better awareness, a better mindfulness of your daily activities, but also it will help you to realize how much activity you may have in your mind. So those were 5 spiritual practices that you may often find if you go to the forest temple of Thailand, and probably in some others temple in Sri Lanka, India, Cambodia, Laos, and probably in Korea. Until, have a nice practice and see you later, okay? Bye.